Here are 5 that are maybe interesting and horses to watch on the Derby Trail at this point late in January, off of pretty good performances over the past couple of weeks. We'll start with San Saba, a maiden special weight winner at Santa Anita just this past weekend. Debuted back in December, running third behind Matticat Road. That's another promising Baffert runner, and San Saba is trained by Bob Baffert. Matticat Road comes back in the Bob Lewis this Saturday, so maybe worth a look, having been flattered by San Saba. San Saba is the son of Justify, brought $725,000 as a yearling. 6 furlongs in the debut, 6.5 the other day in the maiden breaker, so 2 turns is still a little bit of a question mark. Baby Max won the Leonidas Stakes at Turfway last weekend, a week ago, a week and a half or so. And don't forget, back in 2022, Rich Strike ran third in this very race and then followed the Turfway path himself, fourth in the Battaglia and then third in the Jeff Ruby to go on to win the Derby. So worth paying attention perhaps to some of the Turfway performers on this Derby Trail. Nice debut win for Hypnus. Maiden special weight event, obviously, as it was the debut, Fairgrounds, back on the 18th of this month. Kenny McPeak doesn't always have his horses cranked up in their first start, but Hypnus was a solid winner in debut. Watch him roll down the stretch here and win by 2.5. He winds up getting an 85 buyer, and that's higher than the 78 the Disco Time got winning the Lecomte a little bit later on the card. Hypnus is by Into Mischief, who has sired recent Derby winners Authentic and Mandaloon. Hypnus is out of a damn Dream Tree that won stakes like the Starlet, the La Virginess, and the Prioress. So yet another to watch on the Derby Trail at this point in January. And then we'll look back just this past weekend at the top 2 finishers in the Southwest. Speed King, this was only his 3rd start, and easy to root for Ron Maquette on the Derby Trail, but Speed King in his 3rd start gets the Southwest. He broke the maiden in his career debut, followed that up running second as the favorite in Remington's Springboard Mile, and he was behind subsequent Smarty Jones winner Coal Battle in that race. Speed King winds up with a 93 buyer in the Southwest, but the one I'm impressed with, I like Sandman going into the Southwest. He runs second, but I like him just as well, maybe better, because take a look here. Watch, he's the number 6 horse, and he got off to a horrible start. And so to run second, that was an exceptional performance. I had trainer Mark Cassie on OTB TV with me last Saturday morning. Here's some of what he had to say about Sandman before the Southwest.
Well, I always felt like that he was a horse that wanted you to take a hold of him and get in a rhythm. Unfortunately, when you're sprinting, it's hard to do that. So, running the 2 turns, and this horse, he needs to run. He's not always been pretty great. So the more races I can get into him, the better. And it showed his last start. He's learning.
After the race, Mark Cassie posted on Twitter that Sandman came out of the race fine, so we'll keep our eyes on this promising 3-year-old. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment.